if you've got a lot of washi tape, you have not seen anything yet. I've got all this washi tape, and I don't even think this is all of it. I think this is just a sample of what I've got, because every time I open a drawer, I find another roll of washi tape. So today we're going to have a look at how to make cards out of washi tape, and hopefully it's going to help you to break down some of that, get rid of some of that washi tape, and to get some lovely cards.
Okay, so let's carry on with the sequence here. I'm going to do the next dotty one, and then we'll move on to the next red one. Just works a little bit better on the white paper here than it did on the black paper. The black paper, it made the washi tape look very dull. At least on the white paper, it highlights the washi tape. And the next red one. And then we'll start the sequence all over again with the original red one. And if you stick around until the end, then I will show you the other two washi tape cards that I've made and the washi tapes that I used for those two cards. And I must say, they did come out looking very, very nice. So that was silver. Next. And then red and silver, and then the dotty one. And the dotty one on the corner. Sometimes the washi tape's not so sticky, and then you actually need to stick it down. But in this case, I think we're doing fine. So we went red and then this red one. Okay, so we'll take this one just to keep them all nicely in sequence. Oh, sorry, I was saying then we need to stick it down with glue, but this one seems to be strong enough all on its own, so we're okay. And then from the red one to the red one to the dotty one. Okay. The red one to the red one to the dotty one. And there we go. And then from the dotty one to the silver one. And inside silver, red dots. And tear it off. And after the red dots was the red squares. And now I have to try and lift this piece of paper up off here. That's going to be interesting. Let's try and lift some of this washi tape. My scissors under here. There we go. Okay, then I'm just going to fold the washi tape over the back just to make sure that it's more secure. When we get to the corner, we'll just give it a little bit of a trim to go around the corner. There we go. That works beautifully. Oh, I should have trimmed this one as well. Just a little bit off the corner. And fold it in. Fold it all under so that it's all nice and neatly tucked away underneath the card. And another corner to trim. Fold it over. Fold it over. Fold it over. And there we go. We have a beautiful washi tape background. Now I'm going to take my black piece of card and put it underneath. So for this piece, I just want it to be cut quite thin. I don't want too big a black border. I'm just going to use my glue here to stick the back down. Just a thin layer of glue to put it into place. And then I'm not too worried about sticking it straight because I'm actually going to cut it to match the size. So I didn't fold that one in properly. And it's still not folded in properly. There we go. Okay, just hold it down for a second or two to get it stuck down firmly in place. And then I'm going to bring in my Nellie's ruler and my knife to cut it. So that is 3.5, I think. It's difficult to tell on these rulers. Yeah, that must have been the 3.5. And that must be the 5. So let's make this one 2.5. And we can trim it off at 2.5 millimeters. Okay, I've got this little knife, little finger knife. I'm not saying I know how to use it properly, but in theory it does give you more control because you have your finger firmly stuck in the middle of the knife. And if you cut next to the ruler and not over the top of the ruler, it also helps. Okay. And now at least I'll know that my edges are all the same width. Normally if you just draw this knife across the paper a couple of times, then the paper separates from the other piece of paper. Of course, it would probably help if I was using a proper cutting mat for this. Maybe next time. There, now it looks all beautifully framed because it's got a black layer around it. And the next layer that I wanted to do was actually a silver layer. So I'm going to take this card and cut it to size. Let's see if I can do it with my paper trimmer. Might work a little bit better. So I want this card to be, I think if I put it this way, it's going to be interesting. So I probably need that card to go to the end of the trimmer. And this card, it'll need to go to 11.5. So let's try the end of the trimmer. There we go. And this one was 11.5. And then we'll just fit it for size and see if everything fits properly. Very strange to be sitting here looking at myself in the selfie image over there. Okay, I think I just need to take a few more millimeters off the edge. Yeah, this side is just a little bit too long. Okay. Let's just stick it out a few millimeters and give it a trim. Right, and I'm going to put silver all the way around this one to make a nice silver backing for it to stand out on. And then we should all be happiness. Sort of halfway across. And then instead of a black frame, we will have a silver frame. I don't think there's too much that you can notice as the silver goes over the edge of the other silver. It should all be good. There we go. And I'll cut my corners. So that we don't have a huge amount of overlap in the corner. And then we'll fold the edges over. Make them look all nice and neat and tidy. As the saying goes, there's more than one way to skin a cat, so if you're struggling to get the edge to fold over, just bend your roll your page over and it should fold the edge over. think I might just cut off these ends that are sticking out on the side. And it doesn't matter that the silver is not exactly in the middle because we're going to put the other card on top of it. And this is a card that my friend made for me. She used the music notes and the dots and the stripes. The yellow stripes didn't work so well, so she had to use a bit of glue to stick those on with. And then I found this cute little jazz player on my silhouette package and printed him out, and I think it just makes the most amazing card. And I've got my 4 washi tapes at the top there that we used so that you can see, even though they're separate, you can still make a nice combination with them. This is the Christmas card that I made. I found some Father Christmas washi tape and I just combined it with the red and the Handmade with Love and stuck a Merry Christmas on. The piece of paper on the frame was actually a piece of wrapping paper that just worked so nicely as a strip or something across a card, or as a background for a card. So I put it around a piece of card and stuck it down, and it is now the frame on my Merry Christmas card. And there you can see at the top, maybe not the Father Christmas so well, but the washi tape, the dotty washi tape, and the handmade with love washi tape is at the top of the card there, looking really good. Then I moved on to another card. And this one I did out of blue. I had blue dots, blue and red checked with dots on it, and then a blue and red check with silver. And I did the base of the card with all the stripes, and the back of the card I put onto black again, black and another silver piece, and then another black piece, and I decided to put dolphins and thank you on it. And now one of my friends tells me that she wants birthday cards, so today I'm going to have to make some birthday cards, but maybe I'll choose some embossing folders to do that. I'll possibly record that for next week. Thank you. Bye. Please don't forget to like and subscribe and to join my channel. And always watch to the end just to see the final results at the end. Thank you.